for something magical, cause no one else seems to even bother. Looks like I'm on my own, facing this loneliness. It is hard to be found when no one's looking. I am feeling left out and I keep screaming. No one ever understands it. Feels like I became Atlantis. Hidden from the world, I'm looking for a way. I'm looking for a way. She galvanized me, steady like steel, back on my feet, living for the thrill again, loving for another day. She satisfied me, gave me what I want, just what we need, never too far away, loving for another day. But she asked for something more. She asked for, yeah, she asked for something beautiful. She asked for, yeah, she asked for, she asked for something beautiful. She mystifies me. Tell me what I did wrong, I plead. Never did I think we would be loving for another day. But she asked for something more. She asked for, yeah, she asked for something beautiful. Something beautiful. Yeah, she asked for something beautiful. She asked for, yeah, she asked.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, we got ourselves potentially 10-2 hitting the PTR sometime soon. Actually, when you look at 10-1-7, we might even have like a release date for 10-2. Like nothing confirmed specifically. And the calendar is a little bit finicky over on PTR every single time. It's not something you should believe outright because the calendar may change quite a bit by the time it releases, right? But it looks like a November release with an expansion announcement possibly. So that could be kind of fun. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Hope all of you are having a good one. There we go. Let me see if we're gonna move that out of the way. How you boys all doing? Welcome back, Chad. I've been playing a ton of my Evoker this week. I didn't even think I was gonna end up playing Evoker this much, or didn't even plan on doing this many keys this week that I have. But got a group, and we've been doing Mythic Pluses together, and I was like, at first I was playing Rogue a bit. That was fine. I offered to give Augmentation a go. All right. We ended up pushing 24s. Just doing 23s, 24s pretty regularly. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. My Evoker got a better score than my Rogue. I'll show you guys that character in a bit. Also, we finally got the trinket that I needed. My best slot trinket. I just need to craft myself Spore Cloak. And then if I can get a Lego, that'll be great. But like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's so weird because it's not my main, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, I should do these things, but when it's not my main, it just doesn't, naturally, I don't have that same gusto to want to like go after it. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, if it's an alt, so I kind of treat it like an alt, but I maybe should take this coach a little more seriously though. Feels like I'm trolling the team. Hello, buddy. What's up, Link? My man, hope you have a good one. Almost messed up your name. I almost messed up your name. You saw how my brain operates now. You saw it for sure. What's up, G? How you doing, man? Hopefully someone or two brings players back from the hardcore nonsense. Have you tried hardcore, Peter? You not like it? I haven't even got to try hardcore at all, man. All I saw is the queues for the 2 servers I have for like EU and NA are pretty packed, which is awesome. Like, yeah, dude, my brain, man, it just takes a second, dude. But let me show you my Evoker real quickly. That thing is like a stack. But yeah, I haven't tried to play any hardcore whatsoever. I think it's going to be exciting because that's something the community has been doing on their own, right? Especially as people have taken a bit of a break from Dragonflight specifically until like 10.17, 10.2-ish mostly though. But like, a lot of people want to see like class changes and stuff and big content updates, you know what I mean? Because otherwise, like, yeah, you could push, yeah, you can get Shoyu KSMs and all that stuff out of the way. But like, now is a pretty good time just to chill and whatnot, you know what I mean? Let me show you off this Evoker, man. I've been playing this thing a lot recently, and this thing gets some keys. It was like, I want to say this thing had maybe like, so I usually like to get at least 2k with my alts, right? Get the KSM, so you can get the, what's it called? That free token for a free tier piece or whatever, right? Just trying to get my characters up and running. I try to get to some of my characters that I play regularly to about 2k or so. So I think the Evoker was maybe like 2100, 2200 score, 2300, maybe 2400, right? Because Augmentation gets invited to some really good keys. And then this week we just kind of pushed. And I climbed like, I don't know, 300 points at least, maybe 400. So this thing was able to climb a lot of score very rapidly. I mean, I have like 25s, 24s, 23s under the belt now. So I think my easiest key was probably that fortified now 325. Actually easy key, such a forgivable timer. We even like had a strat and we kind of messed up that strat and then we just kept trucking on and the timing worked out. But like this thing, I mean, it just buffs everybody, man. This thing just buffs people. It is crazy. And it's not even that bad to play. I even think I've improved on this thing too. Like some of the keys that I've done, I have like over 70% uptime on my Ebon Might. And I'm just like getting better and better at it. And then the utility stuff that it offers with the scales, with Zephyr, with the big breath ability, right? It's kind of nuts, man. Ella Shaman, Shadow Priest, and a Feral Druid. What to choose for RBG oriented or solo shuffle? Oh, I feel like casters are pretty good for PvP right now. So like I'm kind of leaning towards Shadow Priest or Ellie. But if you want to do RBGs, what's better there? I don't even know what's good in RBGs, man. I have no idea what the meta there is. I think casters are generally invited plenty often. Plus priests have like utility. Honestly, I think elemental shamans have a lot of survivability. I think they got fantastic damage output. You have a lot of instant cast damage. So I think elemental shaman's actually kind of cool, honestly. I don't know if it gets nearly as much play as like a fire mage or like a boomio priest. I don't know. It's honestly pick whatever you like. It's what I would go for. But if you like want to play meta, let me just double check it. I have a couple of websites that do a pretty decent job of like, hey, well, this is what's popular. This is what's getting a lot of play. I'm sure like if like, I don't know, Chill Pills, somebody popped into the chat, they have a better idea. But Shadow Priest looks like it's getting quite a bit of play. Feral isn't bad either. Feral is good in 2s if you like 2s. But like if you want to do solos on RBGs. I mean, it looks like Shadow Priests are pretty good. At least Shamans aren't terrible. Ferals are kind of okay for it. But like Shadow Priests seem to like do well. Solo shuffles. I'd do Shadow Priest. It looks like Shadow Priest is a play, but like play whatever you like at the end of the day. That's what I think you should do. Chat, any recommendations of what we should start for the day, man? I got a lot of characters I could do for the weekly. I want to see if I can store up a vault. Evoker needs no keys this week. Rogue, we could do some keys on Rogue too. Hey, Dalaran chat, what's up, Basic? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Maybe we should do Shaman, man. Apparently next week is going to be that ghosty week that you got to dispel. And Shaman is going to be fantastic for it, man. Actually, it's going to be so fun for it. Maybe we should use a Shaman, man. Just dive into like a real key, do it on the Shaman. I think that could be kind of fun. Has he done the key? He hasn't. Yeah, so like, a lot of my ults are like a 2200 or whatever, man. Like people have been gearing for a while. Any of the characters that actually got some kind of like a modicum of a score. You know what I mean? Or we could do a healer chat. Oh, maybe I should do Guardian Druid since that skill is really, really strong, dude. Maybe we just start the day off with a good old bear. Just because bears are just insane. Even though they tried nerfing them, they ain't going nowhere, dude. I wanted to priest too. So let's do this. Chat, I want to get some of these characters done. Bear, priest, shaman. Off the bat, you guys decide. Let me know. First one I see is the first one we go with, man. I want to play. I want to get some games done. I also want to try like weird talent builds. I want to search, man. Priest, easy. Priest. Now, a spec real quick. Shadow. Shadow? Beautiful. Man's already hitting me with a shadow. Let me see if there's like any weird builds for shadow. Because I usually play like a void torrent build with spike. I'm not going to play. I'm going to have to play spike. I don't like mind flay. Don't make me play mind flay. That's one thing I'll say. Do not make me play mind flay at all. Alright, so any weird builds? Anything spicy? Anything interesting? There is a spike, mind's eye, mind melt. I mean, that just seems like standard. Anything no, it looks like all of them standardized. Some play flay, some don't play flay. Although some of the higher keys, it looks like all are spiky. All are spikes. Yeah, so there's actually nothing special. There's actually nothing special you can do. It's just priest is priest. Is there anything weird or whack? No! All of them are uniform. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be like a build here and there. There used to be a lot of variety, like capstones, but it's just like Nazath, Yogg, and Cthulhu. That's all you play. Alright, let's just give it a go, man. We'll just have some fun with it. I am really bad at like my whole Shadow Priest, like spread dots and stuff, though. Meld the mobs? Will do, man. Priest? Yeah. Hell yeah. We'll try to see like a real key, right? 18 to 19, man. That's our age range right now. Well, it's actually weird. Never mind. That's weird. Scratch that. I just said it because the numbers matched up. Oh, man. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Ultimate, did I get a decline from this one? What key do I have this week, actually? Neltharis? We could do Nelth. Wait, hold on. Nelth will actually be never mind. I was gonna say Nelth will be insane, but we already got our spoils. We already have the spoils, so we're chilling. I just need to get my good cloak, man. I just need to get my cloak and I'm set. Knob? I'll sign up, because I don't know, man. Maybe it'll be like, oh, a guildie. Get this guy. Level 58, 28 warrior? Dude, how's the warrior grind? How's that classic grind going? Apparently people already got 60. Have you gotten 60 yet? I feel like now the race is over, right? Once you get 60, you're done. Because you either get it or you don't. So now, like, what do you do? Like, is it, once you hit 60, is it just like first guild to clear raid? What raids are even available? Are all of them available? Like, at one point do you win? Classic. Like, hardcore. Is it when you get to max level and clear all the raids? I'm not really rushing playing ahead with a group of friends. I've never played Classic. Oh, that's awesome, actually. That's even better. Honestly, that's even better, because now you get to, like, vicariously re-experience the game fresh from their perspective. I might not... Out of chat, I might not even be able to get into any of these keys on Shadow. We might just have to do my own key. I'm gonna decline left and right. I mean, I'll just sign up for the Sunderot, maybe. But if it's not working, man, I mean, my score is like not amazing. My Addon was okay, but like 19, that purple, not even good anymore. You could just get oranges, man. You can just roll people that got all oranges. Yeah, I'm just getting like, not declined, but they're just picking over me. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see if I can get like a decent key. What do I need for score even? Bracket hide, halls of infusions, and like another vortex. Well, actually, a vortex would be perfect. I'll give it like a little bit longer chat. We'll look for stuff, but if I don't find anything good, we'll just kind of roll it. Dal, click me. Okay, beautiful. What's up, guys? How you doing, man? Dal, click me. There you are. Thank you for giving up your underrod for me, man. I appreciate it, honestly. I appreciate you. Big appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That'll work out. A 19 underrot. Do you even get anything good out of underrot? Not really score. Actually, yes, score. It doesn't even matter really, does it? At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. All right, let me start heading that. Well, hold on. Never mind, we're good. I'm gonna head my way there now. I'm also doing my mog. One of them died and I just laughed, helping back to 20 fast. There it is. Can you even boost people? Like in classic, like an optimal way of boosting them back up to full? If they ever fall behind super hard? Or is it just like, you just gotta grind? You just gotta grind. Dude, apparently Arthur has been out there sniping people. If you AFK, in what zone was it that he was doing this in? He was doing it in a Teldrassil. A quest in Teldrassil. And if you just wait with like a quest item, you could spawn 3 ads. Dude was just sitting AFK. He spawned these 3 ads, walked away. They just gripped him, ganked him. I mean, I guess like if you're still in Teldrassil, you're like what, between levels like 5 and 10, somewhere there. At least you can like get him back to there is not the worst. At least you can do it fairly quickly. But man, I was thinking like, how much of this is gonna happen over in classic hardcore? Just because of the way mobs sometimes like pull over to the side. You know what I mean? Like the way you do some of these mobs, like you'll pull them, but if you like walk away from them. Wait, this is weird. Hold on. Okay, that was weird. Wait, hold on. Every time I shift form though, I can cycle my spoils. That's huge. Wait a second. That's actually nuts. I never actually get to mess around with the trinket before. That's gonna be my first time actually messing with the spoils on a Thar's trinket. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put that here. That won't be good. Oh, this is gonna be weird. Because I am in shadow form, but it says I'm not in shadow form. Although apparently I am. But I can cycle my trinket. So like before a proper go, I can just cycle which buff I need. Use it. Run in. Shadow crash. Dot. Everything goes in. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. 10 so PTR needs to hurry up. Yo, Wolf, same dude, same. That's how I'm feeling. They're gonna have it out by 10.17 though. So like what, next week is when 10.07 comes out? So they're probably gonna have PTR that day. Hopefully. They could do it a little bit later, but I really think they should do it as early as possible, man. I'm interested to see what's in store. That's what I really want to know. I am excited, man. I am at this point where I'm just like, oh, come on, dude. I need new stuff. Give me the news. I just want to see what's over the horizon, man. Because 10.17 is not doing a lot of class changes. So, like, it's going to be kind of fun. Hope Arthur likes this so bad. It took quite an effort to get the hand right without my stuff working. That's awesome. I'm glad you like it, Arthur. My guild better be recruiting before 2 hits. I want to get some actual progress this year. I'm excited. I want to see what the fights are going to look like. That's another thing that we'll get to see is when PTR comes out, we'll actually get to see what the fights are looking like. All right, let's see if I can cycle until the haze buff. Maybe? Please? Or is it not working? Wait, no, it's cycling. Okay, I'm taking forever. Okay, F it. We're just gonna have to go. The mage is AFK, by the way, so that's not gonna... I'm really bad at the game. At least this guy still has PI, right? Yeah. At least he still has PI. So at least it's not all bad. At least one of us lived that. I just didn't have anything. I guess I should have just dispersed it. I was rooted, so I thought, okay, I guess I'll just do damage. I got myself defensive. I got myself vamp and brace, so I guess I'm gonna hope for the best. But that should have been a... that's a dispel strat. Hold on, I'm not expecting to dispel. I gotta change talents. Hold on. I'm gonna be useless. Need to change talents. BRB. BRB. They just got like what 4 mobs to fight. They'll be okay, hopefully. You can change the ability or item use. Yeah, you can if you like cycle. If you use certain abilities, it lets you cycle out of stuff. Okay, what can I like give up? Okay, that'll work. A little bit less damage taken, but I didn't get disperse. Dispel. Don't I need the dispel cooldown reduction though? I'll probably do. We're just gonna do it like this. Yeah, sorry. Oh no, hopefully this guy's actually not like God. Oh no, Casper, hold on a second, my guy. I am not trying to troll. I just didn't have the spell on this thing at all. I should have double checked. That is my fault. I'm trying to load in. There we go. We're back. We're good. Now we have the spell. This time we're not trolling. I actually can play the game. I was just trying to see if I could cycle my trinket at the very opener. But that didn't really work super well, so I'm just gonna not do that anymore. There we go. Look, hold on. Mazza spell. Beautiful. We're chilling. Now we're good. Hi, what's up, Halson? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Welcome, welcome. Hope you are doing good, my dude. Wait, hold on. I got my haste trinket. Beautiful. We're gonna give the mage a bit of that burst. Okay, now we get the most amount of damage here. Mage is bursting. Everything should be huge. Mad damn. Big PI. Big haste. Okay, I didn't do anything. Apparently it was all bear priest, but at least this guy got to go full PI. I thought I would have some kind of damage there, but apparently not. Dude, I'm rusty on the priest apparently. Very rusty. I feel like I always unlearn like what is going to be my priority of abilities, because certain priest abilities are a lot more important than others. If that makes any sense. Like they take priority. Okay, that's unfortunate. Like Mind Blast takes priority, but only if there's so many charges of Mind Blast available. Otherwise you Mind Spike. It becomes more valuable of an ability to use. And then it's all mostly about like generating your insanity as a resource. So whatever generates the most amount of resource, this kind of has to take the priority. But I never take the time. Like I say, I should take time to learn it, but I never memorized it. That's my problem. At least we did like okay-ish damage here, but I'm definitely behind this LED. Survival Hunter's going ham, dude. Yeah, he's popping off. Beacon. Oh my god. Wait, Survival Hunters even normally run Beacon? I guess they do, right? Most melee do at the very least. We should pull more than this, by the way. Yeah, I want to go for actual like cleave go. If possible. Okay, have like a full go now. I'm just gonna probably dispel now. Just gotta use it plenty often. Oh wait, look, actual damage. This time I really did actual damage. I think I just need to ramp up like a little bit. I think that's all I needed, man. We gotta go for full PI here, just so I can like pop cooldowns. Did it miss him? No, it didn't. Tell me it didn't. I think I just missed all of them there. Okay, full burst, everything available, right? Crit. Okay, we'll just go with a crit buff. It doesn't even matter really. I probably could have dispelled. Nah, yeah, I could have dispelled that. I probably should have. Couldn't really do much to help this guy. What we could do is cleave. Okay, this feels a lot better now. This trinket slot for survival is so weird. Varies so much depending on what secondaries you have. So the trinket is actually good. Yeah, it's just like it's every melee uses that trinket. For some reason I thought survival would use like secondary stats, because usually secondary stats are huge for survival. Usually. Where's my priest bow, by the way? Where's that? Okay. I don't know why I didn't have that on anywhere. Hear that? I got nothing for the next one. It's gonna be a little unfortunate. Okay, we got at least this. Full burst onto this guy with mind games, so hopefully he won't be that scary. Dude, I'm just having to like think out loud what my priest abilities are, what I should be doing. Because I just don't remember this class at all. I really wish Priest had like even more of like a Healy build, like passive damage healing. Would love to see something like that at some point in the future. Can I fear it? No, I can't. I'm gonna dispel it. I might just have to disperse it. But I think we may be okay. Good stun. Fantastic stun, in fact. No fear, but he's got us. At least for that one. Okay, we're chilling. Wanna doubt haste for survival? Yeah, I thought honestly they would just take some kind of like a haste heavy trinkets. That's why I was surprised, because survival generally is like a class that kind of scales. Sorta. Now that you got crit scaling too, because you could do quite a bit of crit damage, I think the class would end up using secondary stats more than like the other two. I mean, I guess there's BM, right? Because haste, crit, or master, all those things are really good for them. So honestly, I thought survival was just going to be like a class that just scales more than anything. Okay, probably a good time for me to use VE and everything then. This guy's gonna be chasing up for us. I'm just gonna see if I can fight through it. I got a Vampiric Embrace. We got most damage possible. Here for just a second. Fully dotted. Dispel. Setting and stuff, but I think we're okay. Yeah, we're chilling. Trying to find a time to use Halo is difficult. I have so much buttons on Priest. That's the thing I always struggle with. It's just like, what do you do? What do you press? When do you press is the right thing? Oh, trinkets too. That's another thing I'm really, really bad with. We should just keep going though. No? Boss? We got 4 minutes on Lust. Whatever, we could do this, I guess. I don't like what it takes to do this. We should just do ads. We should do more ads. Good. Got a haze buff. So at least it's better than nothing. It's not gonna really sync up with anything that I use, but I guess it's better than nothing. Yeah, that guy's just popping off in the opener. Remember when bears used to have trouble with people ripping aggro off of them? How far they've evolved, man. Survival of the fittest with these boys. They've definitely evolved quite a bit. Used to be a class that's like, dude, anything is gonna rip aggro from me, and now bears are everywhere. But I also feel like their damage has improved a lot. Then again, we also have a hunter in this group. I don't even know. It's just with Evoker, with Mage. Imagine it would be like very, very difficult for bears to keep aggro. But they seem to be doing okay. And I don't really have anything that I could use as a priest in terms of like instant casts. Almost got those. I'm gonna fade that just so they can come to the tank. Okay, full burst. Just gonna cleave him down. God, having 2 unused trinkets as a priest feels weird, man. I don't know how I feel about that one. Feels terrible.
Charging.
That was way too close. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, that could have been worse. Actually, my damage was a little bit better than this guy, but I think honestly it was a little bit of cheese at the end. It wasn't it. I feel like it was just a little bit of cleave. If I can MC, not MC, but if I can shackle would have been great for this place. I'm gonna dispel it early. Hit him with a little bit of cleave. We should pull the other pack in, honestly. Are we doing it? Looks like they're walking, but we're not pulling them in. Nah, we're chilling them. We should do double though. That would be so fun. Just pull all of them in. As long as we get dispels. It's like between me and the healer, like mostly fine. Hold on. Dispel this. I gotta get a bit more on the draw with like my massive spells though. A lot better at that than where I'm at right now. Also, my haste buff and my trinket completely dissynced, by the way. Absolutely dissynced.
Dispel.
Just hard to spell him real quick. As for kicks, what are we gonna do?
Interact.
I'm not gonna send it. Okay, I sent it. I don't know if anybody sent it at the end there.
Watch your step.
Just gotta kind of hope for the best. Curse? Yeah, nobody got anything. I think me and the other guy probably were just like holding our kicks there at the same time, trying to see if we could find a good moment to kick. And both of us just sent it at the very, very tail end. Trying to see if we could save everything for the boss at this point. Our cooldowns are all kinds of off right now.
I require a guardian.
I don't like the extra range you get as a priest though, compared to Evoker. Because I feel like I can dodge everything a little bit easier. I don't like where he's walking. I see what he's trying to do, but I don't like which way he's walking right now. Hopefully I got all of them there.
Watch your run out. Run out.
Okay, that works. Dude, I'm so bad at priest, man. My damage is just so low. My goodness. Doesn't really feel like it's really anything. My group has also been doing a slightly different pull here. Instead of pulling these two guys, we actually avoid the worm entirely. We pull the big guy. Actually, sometimes we don't. We just gotta do this big pull and just pull one of those faceless dudes instead. I like that pull better. I actually do hope that like Pug World ends up adapting some of those strats as well. There's some really like nice quality strats. Just do big pulls, big AoE, and it's super efficient, man. It's so nice. But you need the right classes for it though. Do you have the right classes that can do big AoE damage? Oh, is it good? Alright, mage, have some fun. Lust, I like it. That would be one of those like lust pulls. Wasn't mage item level? High. All of it. I imagine all of it. Because look at these mobs are just dead. These mobs are just gone. Mobs are just... Look at the hunter goat, by the way. What the... Okay, this is just over. That pack just wiped out entirely. I beat the mage DPS. I'm proud of myself. Just a little better than I thought I was going to do. Just a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. Hell yeah. Mage, okay, so he's 444. So 444. Perfectly round and everything. Hunter is 443. I'm at 433, so like 11 item levels diff. But Shadow Priest, I guess, like when they really get to pop off. I think that's the first time that I really got to use my abilities in like the right order. And that makes a big difference. The resources you get. I'm so bad at this spec, man. It's so bad. Yeah, I gotta go for my like big AoE here. Bad timing. I tried to see if I could move last second. Okay, it's gotta go at us again. Dodge it. Big dodgers. A little close for comfort. We gotta go this way. Then we got slappers. Ring rust. Speaking about rust, I'm rusty as a spec. Thank you for the spells, appreciate you. I'm really bad at this. Hold on a second.
Watch your step.
Definitely rust is how I would describe my gameplay. Rusty.
Watch your step.
Oh, I was gonna get slapped.
Shockwave.
I should get to versus Arcane Mage. Oh yeah, double time. Yeah, Arcane has a lot of power behind it, man. You can do some real nice hefty bursts on this thing. There's a reason why it's still played, man. I know Fire Mage and Frost have gotten like a lot more played, but Arcane is still so good. It makes a big difference on like Sarkareth when you're doing like an actual like mythic. It's pretty good for damage. Yes, no, they're fantastic. They're great utility, but their damage is also really, really good. Yeah, they've gotten buffed here and there. They've gotten to the point where they're even nerfing their AoE because it's getting a little bit too much. But they're really good. Definitely not a bad spec. Definitely not a bad spec at all. If you want to play Priest and want to play damage, Shadow is a fantastic option. It is very much like a piano keyboard kind of layout. Like there's a lot of abilities for you to figure out what takes priority, what should you press first. It is a lot. But if you can learn how to use it properly, like, my god, it plays itself, man. It plays super, super well. It's a lot of, like, there's a lot of depth to, like, how you approach the priest spec, too. Like, every one of your abilities has, like, quite a bit of value to it. And, like, it's all about timing it right, you know? I guess the best way to put it. It's also fairly mobile. Like, if you're playing around your procs fairly well, like, you can see I'm kind of schmoving around the arena pretty well. I'm not gonna dispel this since we get a freebie to spell. But it's all about learning how to like optimize it. The utility wise, this spec is also great too. It's still not the most mobile caster by any measure, but it's gotten a lot better. We're gonna dispel this. I'm gonna save. Gonna have myself move here real quickly. I want to go for like a little bit of dot with DP if I can. Okay, and we have ourselves a big channel. Let's move. Get my casts off. But yeah, if you can figure those things out, like in terms of what abilities take priority, with a billion abilities you could press, what feels like a billion, then like you'll do fine as a priest. But utility-wise is where I think the biggest advantage of the spec are. Like you have Mass Dispel, you got what is it called? The Mind Soothe, you got Disease Dispels, you can purge enemies buffs, you got a little bit of shielding, you got Disperse, you got like VE. So like utility-wise, oh! Grats. GZ, my guy. Grats on the mount. That's a good looking mount too, if you haven't gotten it yet. Should I ask for the ring? Need ring? Need ring mage? I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him because it's decent for priest. Hey, now what's up, Buzz? What's up, Cloak? Hey, my man. Hope you're having a good one. I made an Intellect 2 set. An Intellect, what made the Intellect 2 set? What does that mean? 100 bar looks cursed. UI. Thank you. Appreciate it. So that's gonna be better than my crit mastery ring, which has no haste whatsoever. This thing is actually pretty haste heavy. This works, man. Decent ring. It's gonna be even better as a ring for like Shadow, but even for like Holy and stuff, it's gonna be good too. Because haste is kind of a must. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. Yo, Kaz, you do more keys? Sorry about the rocket start of the internet. Wanted to do a few packs. All good, my man. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I had a bit of a rocket start too. I walked in, I was like, oh, I don't have my Massive Spell. I'm trolling. So you're fine, my guy. Don't worry about it at all. Okay, I should spend these on my cloak, but like I'm starting to think I should just like up these mythic pieces to 447. I don't have a embellishment. I don't think I have a single embellishment on this priest at all. And I feel like I should go get the cloak. But like, I also just want to upgrade gear. I feel like I'll hold it. I'll hold it. I'll make the cloak and I'll just hold it. Even if keys let me know. Yeah, I'll be down. Wanna do another? Wanna do another? We can just get a bunch of keys out of the way, man. I got a lot of vaults I gotta do this week. So we can get our 17s, 18s, 19s, whatever we got. Get the weeklies out of the way. Basic gaming chat. Alright, cool. Let me swap over. I got you, basic. I'm down for a few more keys. Hell yeah. Alright, chat, which class do we do next? So, has a Paladin done the key this week? Because we could play Ret or we could play Holy. That thing is still really, really good. Even like with some of the nerfs that happened, they're still really, really, really strong, and it's played often. Tactics to level 60. Let's go, dude. Let somebody trenches and now die. Oh man. Yeah, this thing hasn't done a key. It's got not the greatest item level, but like it can hang. I think. Methinks. We could do either or. Dealer's choice. Shadow good for PvP at the moment? I'd say so, yeah. It's always been pretty decent, Chris. Like, the utility stuff is great. Self-healing is good. Damage is good. Self-healing is also pretty good. So it's really not terrible, honestly. Yeah, since, when can Taurens be Warlocks? They changed it. So Warlocks, everybody can be a Warlock now. Let me show you. Fox, how you doing, my man? Hope you have a good one. So, Warlocks can be anything, right? When you play Warlock, you can be Draenei Warlock. Lightforged Warlock. You can be Kultiran Warlock. Those guys couldn't be there before. Night Elf Warlock. Night Elf Mohawk Warlock. Tauren Warlocks. Normal Tauren Warlocks. Magar Warlocks. I feel like this one shouldn't work, but it does. Xanda, which originally they were gonna, but then they decided not to, but now they can be. So, Panda Warlocks. There's even a quest line that shows like all these different non-warlocky races trying to learn how to master the fel for one reason or another, usually some kind of like a tragic backstory or whatever, and they're just like, I'm just seeking power for most of them. There's like a shaman that's like, the elements used to call to me, but they no longer do. I'm looking for alternatives and stuff, and it's kind of cool. There's some cool characters here and there, all that stuff. But yeah, they can be literally anything now. So they have warlocks, priests, rogues, mages, hunters, warriors that can be anything. Monks can be anything as well, except for Draxier. Death Knights can be anything. Demon Hunters are still limited. Druids are still limited. Paladins are still limited. And it is... Shamans are also still limited. So eventually they'll unlock those either piecemeal or just like everybody can be one. Okay, I'll add you in a second. Let me go turn the fan on because it's getting hot in my room. Let me add you together, friend. But yeah, it's been a while. It's a 10.15 update. I think it was Foxy. This has been a little bit. I think it's kind of neat. I think the next one is going to be Shamans though, since they have Primalists everywhere and anyone can be a Primalist. Like there's Night Elf and Nightborn Shamans as Primalists, Human Shamans, Blood Elf Shamans. I think just about everybody is a Shaman with the Primalists. I think Gnome Shamans too. I know there's Wapara Shamans, but that's not uncommon. But like, I think that's what's going to be next, if any of them. That or Paladin, because I feel like Paladin would be kind of cool, because like every race technically has like an idea of what a Paladin is. Because like a human Paladin, right? A human Paladin is going to be a different, slightly similar to a Dwarven Paladin, but it's a very different experience than a Tauren Paladin. And it's a very different experience than a Xanda Paladin, right? Like what defines for them as a Paladin, even like Blood Elf Paladin and like Human Paladin, it's like you got like, you know, Warrior of Holy Light versus a Paladin who extracted, what is it, Life Force from Monaro and just like wields it as a weapon. You know what I mean? Not quite priesty in that same way. Compared to Tauren, who's like the sun power, then Xanda, who's just like gold. You know what I mean? So it's like, what is a Paladin changes a little bit. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. That's a name. Hold on. Hello there, beautiful butterfly. Yeah. Did you find him? Wait, what'd you do? Follow the tree? Is that what you did? I don't understand. What'd you do? Is that... I'm gonna guess you either fell off the tree or you're on top of the tree. I'm not even sure. Either way. Banadin? Yeah, Banadin. Exactly. Alrighty. What do we do, chat? Which one do we play? Because we got... Monk has got the key done, I'm pretty sure. Warlock, I don't remember. This guy did do a key. We did Affliction and I didn't have fun with it. We did Protection. I don't know if we did Mage. I'm pretty sure we did. Hunter doesn't really need a key. I like to do Shaman, just because Shaman's really fun. But I'm thinking do Paladin, man. Been a bit since I played some Ret, so maybe we do Ret Holy. We'll let Basic figure out if you want to play Holy or Ret. Because I can just do the other one. Let me add you real quickly, Tim. No, I think I added the wrong guy. It is gonna be Crimsic. I got it right. Cool. Hopefully I got you added, my guy. What's this random goober that I added here too? This guy. Move friend. There we go. Let me see. Crimsic. Let me give you a note here too real quick, yeah? Smiley face, just so I know you're homie. There we go. Let me invite you. You can play Holy or Red, whichever one. What's up, Nero Oni? How you doing, fam? Nero Oni! Hold on. Real quick. I've been playing a bit more Baldur's Gate. Do you know the Act 2, when you go to that temple? There's only one, right? Apparently you could do stuff with the rats in that temple. I had no idea in my first playthrough. Had no clue, Ren. Let me DPS your heals. So I won't be able to heal, but I can DPS. Or prot. I'll just go DPS, man. We'll just see what keys we have. I had no idea, dude. Had no clue. It was so awesome. Mr. Leader World of Warcraft. What's up, cat? Hope you're having a good one. Have you tried hardcore? I haven't got to give hardcore a try bold. Not yet. I'm meant to, man. I'm meant to, but this week has been a Evoker key week. Let me see if I can look my character up on Red.io. Just so you guys can see like how much I've been grinding, dude. Evoker. I've done a lot of keys this week, man. This Evoker has been doing a lot of keys this week. Okay, here's my Evoker. Right, Evoker hit 2,900 up from nowhere. Look, 25, 22, 23, 22. My keys have been like, there's been a lot of keys that I've done this week, man. I think this thing has better score than my Rogue, right? Yes, it actually has better score than my Rogue. It's so weird. It's so weird. But if we got ourselves a group, man, there's been a group of homies that we've been kind of doing keys with. I gotta swap out one of my cloak to like a crafted cloak, and I probably gotta swap out some of my pieces for like, instead of 5 set, I just need a 4 set, so one of these things gotta go. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of keys this week, man. I didn't expect to be doing this many, but that's basically my whole entire weekend. Just keys. More keys, and even more keys. What key do I have on this game? Bracken height? Bracken's easy. We can do a quick bracken height. Quick bracken height hollow. I'm gonna start heading my way over there. Arthur found me? Yeah, he did. I mean, it's all your name, right? You guys played in the same region, so it's only a matter of time. Don't ignore me? What do you mean? I saw, hi there, Mr. Leader of Warcraft's World. I didn't ignore you. I said hello. Look at my spec. Are you playing Outlaw? Or what are you playing? Assass? Assass? Ah, let's go. I'm a fan. Honestly, Assass isn't even that bad of a spec. Like, I played it. It's actually really fun. It's just adjusting between single target or AoE is kind of weird. But like, the spec itself isn't bad whatsoever. By itself, not a bad spec. I actually like it a lot. Also, chat, this week I got to do dragon racing. I completed the entire calendar racing completion is gold. I got the calendar racer. I don't really dragon ride like race that often. It's just like, I feel like the game has offered me so much stuff to do outside of that, between alts and all that. I haven't been doing my dragon riding races at all. But for calendar, you got a whole head to toe mog. I got the entire set. The Drac Racer Silks. I kind of like it. It's actually kind of chill. I like it a lot. It's the first time I've really like taken dragon riding seriously. Dude, some of these races are super forgiving. I'd say majority of them are. The ones that I've had the hardest time with though are been Durotar races. I feel like those are the only ones that's like, the timer's a little like, you gotta push. You gotta really fly fast. The other ones I felt like I was blazing through them and had between 6 to 10 seconds ahead of it. And I'm just like spamming one key. Let's get a prop warrior, man. It's been a while since we've really seen one. And I guess we could do a warlock, right? What do we need? We need lust. We need a lust, so I think we'll just wait until, actually, just got one. Never mind. We're about to get one. Are you prod or are you red? Okay. I was gonna say, is this guy's just like, oh, I'll prod for you guys. Oh, never mind. I'm arms. But just hit a lust and we'll be good to go. Have a mage if you want him. Like a friend mage, you can. Yeah, Casper, if you have a friendly mage, you could do it. Unless you mean like you will go mage and I'll go H-Pala. Which that could work too. That could work as well. Whatever you want to do, my man. Speaking of shaman races, I still have the human shaman coping 6 years. ONYXIA, I think with primalists, where everybody's a shaman, I feel like you could easily make everybody a shaman. Since there's so many different primalists, there's human primalists, there's blood elf primalists, night elf primalists, nightborn primalists. I'm sure there'll be like undead primalists and stuff, right? Like, I feel like you could totally make like a argument for like everybody can be a shaman. Like a lot of people want to have everybody playable as everybody's a paladin, but I think we're probably gonna get everybody's a shaman before everyone's a paladin. Honestly, just because of the primalists. Because eventually, like the idea, I guess, is we eventually either ally ourselves with primalists some way somehow. Because it looks like Eroticron, maybe, I'm guessing here, just a pure guess, not like a spoiler or nothing, because I have no idea. But I'm gonna guess that Eroticron's probably gonna go beyond what primalists want to do, because it seems like he's a little more ambitious. Where primalists just want to fight against titans, Eroticron wants to take it a little step further, and I feel like he's gonna step out of line. And there could be an opportunity for us to ally with him for like even temporarily. That could be pretty good, right? Because it looks like, you know, when what's her name? Alexstrasza met with Veranoth, it looks like she's more like sad and almost apologetic rather than combative. Almost like she's trying to mend wounds. So I feel like that could be an opportunity to set it up with like, all right, both of us can coexist kind of deal. And then primalists come out and everybody can play shaman. Don't ignore me, whatever. Cat, I didn't ignore you. I said, hi, Mr. Leader of World Warcraft. I read your name out loud. I said, hey, how you doing? Hope you're having a good one. Have a bad week with healing. Keep getting groups. I love giving us 5 stacks. We don't have a single person that can break with bursting here. So, no priest. We're gonna have some fun with it. One less first boss. I say ads. I say first pack. We can go kind of big. First pull maybe. I'm down. But just let the tank decide. If you want, if it's fine doing like a big pull at the beginning, and we'll just first lust it, we'll be fine. I think we'll be golden. I wish I had a rune though. Alrighty, everybody here, ready to check? Not this week, no. Maybe not this week. Maybe we go small. Maybe just the bosses then. But if you have a mage, I don't know. If he's playing fire, there's no way you have a rune for me. You do? No way. I'll take him. I'll take him. Thank you so much, fam. I appreciate it. Where they're at. There they are. Hold on. Keystone is in a different dungeon. Hold on. Let me just do this. That's what I gotta do. I was trying to see if I could just apply it while setting the keystone in. Okay, whatever we do, pull 10. I'm just gonna be aggressive with my healing and cooldowns and stuff. Hopefully I have myself set up pretty well here. Because I got poison dispel or a disease dispel, so we should be okay. Hopefully. Veranoth wasn't the original incarnate, by the way. Veranoth during the battle, original battle of incarnates versus aspects was in the middle as she was a clutch mate, originally good friends with Alexstrasza. Yes. But then she became one of the incarnates, right? I guess. Because I haven't really read like the story or whatever for it. Although I feel like I should have. Gotta give this man a bit of that. Oh, we're gonna go big. Okay, actual big. Might just have to bubble, immediately bubble. We do have a rogue with a shiv, but he's not going to be able to use shiv liberally. Also, my weapons are all busted. I got to swap out my gear. I'm running my holy set. I have a weapon, it's just not a strength weapon. So, it's a little bit of a weird one. We can heal. I am going to have to switch out my set here in a bit. I didn't realize my stuff was that kind of scuffed. But we're kind of keeping up with everybody though. How much more damage that would have been if I actually had like a good go? I need to swap out my set. I'm gonna need to swap out my gear quick. I'm just gonna let him know, right? We got mobility. I just need to pop out, pop back in, we'll be good, because I got my holy set, I got my intellect trinkets, right? I got my intellect mace. It is a solid weapon. It still works for autos, but no strength on that. The one pull with ownership pack 24, time the key was lucky scuffed. Nah, you guys are fine. Honestly, as long as you just don't complete the wipe on any of those pulls, you're fine. Like, even if you have to, like, shuffle out, shuffle in, or whatever. Right. Hopefully I got my, like, best item, all this stuff. I think I do. 41. Okay, I'm just gonna have to trust it, I think. I need better gloves, just in general. Okay, I'm gonna trust it. I'm gonna trust it. I just glitched through now starting zone 3 and died. Like, through the floor? That's unfortunate. If that's the case. That's a big unfortunate. Okay, they're all doing stuff. Stun. Immediately I walk in and this guy just mangling me. Fantastic. Wall on this. I'm just gonna blast this guy. So my trinkets are not crazy, but I do have a boon. Boon might actually be really good with those storming, so at least I just don't go flying everywhere. Might be useful. It's on level 4. Okay, yeah, that's not bad at all then. But like, were you like exploring on your night elf when you fell through, or was it just like you were walking and then floor disappeared? Huh? Didn't know this thing could float. Doesn't didn't pop up. There it is. You don't have it on the pull of gear. I save specs. I do. So I don't have it switch automatically now. I'm meant to, right? But I was like, okay, well I need to set up my specs for later, because I definitely don't have them set up at all. So the idea was like, okay, I'll have to work them later, but as it is right now, I don't have them perfectly set up. So I was gonna do that at a later time once I have my specs fully built, right? I keep telling myself every single week, oh, I got new PC gear. Okay, I'll need to adjust my armor set, but I never adjusted my armor set in the first place. So I was like, okay, I'll take care of it later. I'll do it later. I'll try to heal whenever I can, by the way. I'll try healing when possible and dispel whenever I can. But this is gonna be interesting. We're gonna do big pulls, so yo, guys, you're just gonna have to, heal. I know it's not gonna feel great. Dispel yourself worst to worst, right? As long as you're alive, we'll be okay. But it's definitely not gonna be easy. This is where a priest would have been amazing. That or everything just gotta like die all at once, instead of like scaling off of itself. If that makes any sense. Or stacking rather. Because usually like you'll just get a few stacks of bursting, and it becomes all the stacks of bursting, and then just stack it to even more bursting, like with one stack. Usually just roll it. I'll try not to roll it best I can. God, I also love the Paladin like range, man. It's so good. You can just hit mobs from like a good distance away. It's got that like a rogue thing about it. With the autos that have like a little bit extra range to them. So nice. Also, if you have a priest for this, you can just mind suit this whole pack, fade, walk from here, and rescue this guy. And you can go to the other side and do the same here. Just fade, mind soothe, and you don't have to fight these guys at all. So you can just pull a bunch of other stuff and just rescue 2 of the Tuskar without even engaging with those mobs. You literally walk next to them, right? The mobs are there, they see you, but they don't really attack you because they just don't register you. Because Mind Suit together with Fade reduces your threat to like a very, very, very small range. Basically a pixel. So just like you can almost walk next to them and just like they don't see you, they don't even notice you. You're just invisible. Which basically would describe my popularity back in high school, let's be honest. Basically invisible. Yeah, having the rogue do it, that's probably better, honestly. Bursting, hated with passion. Yeah, I do wonder if they'll adjust like bursting and all those anti-healer affixes, because I feel like affixes have been very healer unfriendly for a good bit now. Like even storming as a melee healer, oh, it's the worst. Like monk, holy paladin, when you get up in melee, it is bad, man. It is bad. Okay, I feel like I should pop code once here, but it's like you know what? I'll do this. I'll pop a trinket. I'll just use the trinket. I'll save a lot of this other stuff for the boss. That's what I think I'll do. I'll just wall this. Don't even worry about it. Also gotta find enemies that are low on health so I can just like, generate more resources off of them. Because they'll get cleaved anyway. God, Paladin's so good, man. This class still holds up. I haven't played it in what feels like a little bit, but it holds up still. What the hell was that trinket? Dude, you don't remember the Storm Eater's Boon? It is so good. It's still good. I have it like as a heroic 4/8 animal version. It is still a solid trinket. It turns you into a storm guy. You can't go anywhere, but also you can't be knocked up by storming at all. So it's super, super nice in that regard. It's a nice trinket, man. I like it a lot. It's good. Pop a Shield of Vengeance. I should have done that earlier. It's so good, man. Okay, who is he targeting? Targeting our rogue? Bop. Don't worry about it. Oh, he targeted a paladin. Never mind. I thought he targeted our rogue. It shows you I'm blind. Literally, legally blind RL. Water, can kick. I didn't even burn my belf too, which I probably shouldn't have.
Attack totem. Target you.
It's charging me, so I'm just gonna chill back here. It's 4/8 ammo though. It's still good. It's not amazing, but it's still really good trinket. Like as far as trinkets go, it is a solid choice. Like you could have a worse trinket, man. You could do well with a worse trinket. Here we go. Let me be useful. Lay on hands is such a good ability, man. Who's he attacking? There we go. A little bit of healing. Also this range. Oh my god, look at this range. The fact that I can just auto attack him outside of the Blaze Storm, my warrior is just seething, dude. It's just like I can't reach him. I can't touch him at all. That fire cam stuff at 411. It's for 600, 800, and 1 million VCD. Wait, hold on. What fire cam stuff? What fire cam stuff are you talking about? Also, that's huge. Having this thing. Also, you can just keep refilling it. As long as you're next to one of those things, don't have to deal with diseases at all. I thought this 5 minutes was just like how long you have. It just tells you like for how long you can hold that buff. But you could just keep using it so much earlier. Honestly, if we have like, if we're going a little slower, this would be a pretty good lust spot too. This would be a fantastic lust spot as well. Okay. Big AoE, hopefully. Sanguine. Yeah, Sanguine is pretty annoying too, man. Sanguine is pretty annoying too. My god. Here's my trinket here. It is a good trinket still. Just the fact that it doesn't let you move, you gotta time it at the right spots. And if you don't, like if you're just playing it super like, if you're not careful with it, it can put you in some real toughy situations. Also, the whole Paladin rotation, I'm just all over the place with it because all my abilities have a shorter cooldown except for my wings. So stuff is not syncing well at all. By the way, like even my Final Reckoning, I use it after using Avenger Wrath, but it's like it technically kind of counts as a Holy Power builder because now it can build Holy Power with one talent. So now it's like it's coming off a cooldown earlier, much earlier than my wings are available. So it feels really weird, man. All right, we're gonna go for full burst. I'm gonna just bubble it, just because I'm gonna draw a lot of aggro. Paladins, right? They draw aggro in the forums, they draw aggro like in dungeons too. They just draw aggro, the ire of everybody in the game. They start dispelling. Not like it's Paladin's fault, but it just happens, right? People love to hit on the Paladin. It could be because of you guys' awesome rework. Like, it's actually a solid rework. I'd be jealous of it too, honestly. Because I am. Because I am. I'm like, man, can rogues get that? Honestly. Look at this class, man. I'm only like 426, and I feel like my damage in AoE, at least, for my key level, I'm loving it, man. Definitely not a fire mage or anything, but I like where the spec is at right now. Big fan. I would love to pull more because I got wings available every minute. Oh, that's best change, man. Change it up a little bit. Slightly less duration, but so much better uptime overall. Feels so good to play. I really want to hold my cooldowns for like next pack. Also with the mage too, we should be going like big, honestly. I just ignore the slashers. They have a bleed, but like it's not too bad. Sanguine Bowstring, Storming, Incorporeal, Afflicted, Versing, Spiteful, Entangle, Volcanic, Tank Perspective. Yeah, Volcanic and Entangle are not too bad. Spiteful ain't too bad either. But yeah, I feel you on that. I do think there's a little bit of unevenness. Like, I feel like I do really think that healers have been getting like the short end of the stick when it comes to affixes. Like, whenever I play healer, I don't play healer casually, right? A lot of the times. But like, even then, I'm like, man, healers just have a lot to deal with, don't they? It's just like, whenever you play healer, it feels like majority of the affixes really do affect you. Maybe like differently, but they really do have an impact on healers. I feel like more than some of the other classes out there. But maybe it's just me, maybe I'm biased. But whenever I play healers, man, I do feel every single one of the affixes. Like, I really feel them, I guess is the best way to put it. I'm gonna take a lot of damage here. That was like not a great position for this trinket at all. That'll be a perfect example of just like what you shouldn't do. Also, we have another cauldron we could have used over there too. I feel like we should swing by over there again. If we use a cauldron, that'd be huge. Also, at 6 stacks, it doesn't feel great at all. Yeah, it was oh, we did grab it. Yeah, make sure you go get a refreshing cauldron if you haven't. I would rather have skittish steaming. Dude, at least with steaming, skittish would have been annoying for tanks, but like, at least you could have like a rogue or a hunter, a need to bring a certain class or whatever, right? I feel like that would have been really cool. I kind of like that affix. Keep going. Yeah, he's just sitting down for some food real quick. We can honestly pull all of it. We can go. I feel like we could just keep going. That's a warrior too, so like they got quite a bit of like livability. But I could use this as well. Hit him with a sack. I'm gonna try to see if I can hit orange with my AoE or interrupt. As long as somebody else got the other one, we'll be fine. Honestly, pulling those guys on the side too. Those couple of nulls. And the big slime ball. Also, it's quite a bit extra percentage that you wouldn't need for the end of it. I almost want to go and pull that. But lashes can definitely be a little bit of a pain. So I don't really know. Are teaming back? Teaming, I mean, I feel like teaming would work out fine right now. What would be annoying with teaming is like if they were really careful which mobs you're pulling, right? More mobs to interrupt wouldn't feel great. But like more little mobs for you to kill, right? Go big AoE. I wouldn't say it's the worst, right? Like if you get less nulls that do that bite thing or less casting nulls, I'd be fine with it. But more like cannon fodder nulls, I'll be okay with that too. Because if you just had more cannon fodder enemies, I think it would have been a fine affix. The tank still has to deal with a lot more damage, right? It's still more auto attacks, but it's not like more kicks. That's the problem with teaming and stuff, is you're usually adding more mobs, which also means more kicks, more mobs with unique mechanics that make the dungeons more terrifying to do. That's like the biggest issue with it, in my opinion. Because you're adding more like things to deal with, more things to manage. And then teaming becomes like worse affix, because it's not just number count, it just there's a lot more enemies to deal with in general. I got nothing for this mouse, by the way. Chill of Vengeance. Good fear. Warrior Fear is something I don't really use that often anymore. But I feel like I should. What I think I might do is I might save my big Trinky for like when he's doing the AoE for the ads. Or when he's doing the suck. The big vine. I'll try to see if I can get like out of range. There we go. Hopefully I'm like right out of range. Perfectly out of range if the fight would have continued on. I feel like Blizzard knows they want to properly do Mythic Plus compared to Legion. I feel like Blizzard knows what they want to properly do. Feels like Blizzard knows what they want to do. Yeah, they definitely do. I mean, remember Legion? Legion was a Wild West, man. Remember Legion? How Wild West the keys were? Literally anything and everything was allowed. You had some of the worst affixes at times. And like very specific comps you had to play, but like... I don't know, man. But at least like... It's good that they've kept developing like the mode into like a real end game on its own. And I think that's really, really awesome to see. That's probably my favorite part. They just continue developing. Or like put Demonic Gateway for legs that throw ranks back. Remember when Gateway used to be huge in like Atal? That was mad, man. That was mad. Atal just skipped a good portion of the dungeon at the very beginning. Hit the the totem boss insta with that little weird like scouting on the side you could do. That was hilarious, man. Teaming throws the usual routes off. Yeah, mob balance. That's why I think like what they should do is like they increase mob count but not nearly as much. Just add more cannon fodder enemies sprinkled into every pack, right? Where your routes don't have to change. You're just finding a little bit more mobs in the same packs, right? Every single pack that you would normally fight, like this guy, maybe give him like an extra, I don't know, couple of little mini hogger mobs that just waddle with them, like the very benign ones. But like the teaming would just add like 2 extra birds and stuff. It would add a second bear. It would be like one of those weird things, you know what I mean? But like if we just added like some of those big packs, like a few extra like mobs, I think it wouldn't be the worst. But yeah, the count is where it's just weird and you have to pull more. And then the mobs that you normally pull, my biggest issue is the mobs you would normally pull have become more terrifying. Because usually there's like one big guy that needs to be interrupted, that's already a challenge. And they'll just be like, now there's 2. So now, like when you put the keys at super high level, now I gotta deal with 2 of them. And I don't feel great. None of it does. I might just have to bubble this, honestly. I'm gonna be burning a lot of damage. I'm gonna try to see if I can bop whoever gets like bled up by the doggos. If they get bled up by the doggos. I'll try to help if I can. Oh god, that guy's gonna take a lot of damage. At least it's the tank that hit it. Got hit by it. I don't know where to put this. Drop it over here. Gateway skips. It was just fun to see how like creative people would get with their skips. You know? Like some of it was really cool. Is the ones that feel like cheating are the ones that feel like the weirdest. Oh god. Okay, it wasn't on me, it was on you. I thought it was on me for a second. I want to go trinket, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid if I do. I think I'll wait until the next like traps and then I'll give you my trinket here. Yeah, also this set of traps. Ooh, I don't like the dogs next to me though. Oh, that's not gonna feel great. Okay, we'll do this. Hopefully we'll live. Hopefully we'll live this. Blind? Oh, before the leap. I forgot that I have blind. Nice. This class feels great, man. This thing plays so well. I'm in love with this. This is so good. Let's just stun this guy. We should go big pull, honestly. But I think the Taker just gotta waiting for basic. Seeing him sit down. I feel like this guy just needs to be more comfortable with basic, like, oh, it's okay. They're just gonna sit down for mana. Hopefully get a left. Yeah, get him big. Because you can just do a big pull with this. None of these guys are all that threatening. Like cannon fodder mobs like these, right? Just throw a bunch more of them. Imagine if the trash bags just had more of these guys. Because they don't really do anything except for like the bite. But like you could maybe like remove the bite mechanic. Or something. Right? So just like more. Tanks and everybody's gonna have to deal with more, but you gotta be more efficient with them. Well, it's like AoE CC becomes a lot more important. And then Demon Hunter with a fear could be really good. Like what you can even do is maybe make these mobs that if you hit them with an AoE CC, like an AoE stun or AoE fear or whatever, maybe they'll have like a vulnerability or something, right? Or maybe they become less threatening. So then classes that have AoE CC, so like a breath, or like Fear, or like Chaos Nova, or like, I don't know, Capacitor Totem become a lot more like useful as abilities. This gives certain classes like some viability, where it's like it's not really making the dungeon more threatening, but like it makes it so much better. You know? Because I don't think they should add any like affixes that, like where Priestess Massive Spell becomes even better. Because bursting Massive Spelling, oh, it's a godsend. If you could deal with it so easily, you don't have to worry about the affix at all. There we go. Thank you for the tap, appreciate it. If I can get off of this. Funny how the both fell focus attack maintain main to Warlock. Like you mean BC? Like TBC? We were doing okay and then we died. I guess it's just like everything turned around and hit me all at once. Paladins. Alright. Okay. Hold on, I can dispel myself. Nice. I thought we were okay for a second, and then we weren't. Definitely not okay. Here we go. Gonna throw my kick. Hopefully somebody will have one later. I think it's been a while since I've like walked into a pack and just instant die like that. The auto attack build, I do. I honestly kind of like the Crusade build personally because I like pressing buttons. But like the auto attack build is smooth. It kind of just plays itself. But like I just play it just because I'm used to it. You know? Oh, we need it a lot, huh? Okay, well, since we're pulling this many, I might as well pop cooldowns. Why? Do you not play the auto attack build? I don't even know what's good, what's strong anymore. But last time I played some Paladin, it was definitely the auto attack build that was the play. But maybe Crusade has gotten like a lot better. I did prefer Crusade just because I like pressing Consecration or Crusader Strike, and I like how you can weave Consecration into other abilities, right? So you can Crusader Strike. When I said Consecration, I meant to say Crusader Strike. But like you could Crusade, Judgment, Crusade, Blades, Crusade, and it just feels like you have infinite amount of resources. That's what I always liked about the Crusade build. The Templar Strikes rather. But you get what I mean, right? I like that button. I think it's really, really good. But the auto attack is just like really, really easy to play. But we're like TBC and Legion. Are we talking about TBC like classic TBC or like TBC like way back in the day? Because then you could say like 3 times, technically. By technicality, you could say you made it 3 times. If you did a TBC Classic and real TBC. Hi there, what's up, Andre? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Welcome, welcome. Getting my keys out of the way. Want a wallet? Give you the sack. It's a wallet anyway. You know, Paladin's utility is kind of nice. Like, I've been playing Evoker, and I'm appreciating the class. You know what? No, even with that, before Evoker, I've been appreciating class utility. I've been appreciating that since I started playing Baldur's Gate, man. Like, utility spells that are not damage spells. Oh, I love it. I feel like WoW needs to have more stuff like that. My god. Like flavor stuff. I got almost single target damage. I'm only doing 50k. That's nothing. Nice, dude. The warriors actually put in some damage too. I like warriors, by the way. The recent buff makes them super tanky. I'm gonna guess this guy's in defense stance. Hard to tell. No, he's in battle stance. I feel like warriors should go defensive stance now. He just takes so little damage. Hey, let's go. TBC Classic only started playing properly in Cataclysm. Oh, me too. So we both Cata babies. I didn't realize. Kill Dragon Soul 25-man heroic. Yeah, I can never do heroics. I only did like first boss heroic at the time though. I was in a guild that just wasn't really gonna advance past what we were doing, man. Versus Mass. You know what? This might actually be a really good ring if I was any other class, dude. That Versus Master is so good. It's decent. It's okay. It's alright. Yeah, it's probably fine. GG's, boys. I got one more I could do. We can do more. What do you play, Justice? Do you play the Templars build or do you play the auto attack build? Warrior also did some damage. Look, 100k DPS. This guy's doing some work. This guy's doing numbers. Beacon, Shadow Flame. I like Warrior a lot, man. That's actually been a ton of fun. Oh wow, we can see like what he did damage too. I didn't know what this button does. This one next to like the icon or whatever. Huh. Neat. Rend, Thunderclap, Shield Slam. What is it? Tier set? Yeah, tier set seems kind of like lowish in the numbers, but it's kind of okay. My idea for fixing teaming, hit us, Atho. You get the floor. I play Templar. How do you like it? Do you think it's better? Rename teaming into splitting. One mob is now two lesser mobs. Have 65% HP combined to original. Same mob percentage also have same abilities. Damage is the same. Ooh, I don't know. If they did that, I'd be okay, but it depends what mobs get it. Because imagine if you have two. Imagine if you go into caster heavy pack and you have one really bad caster. But now with splitting, there's two of those casters. Less health would make it that they do die a little bit quicker individually, but it is still two mobs that you gotta fight. I don't know, man. Maybe if it's the same damage as a one, just like 50-50, or you mean like same mobs do those smaller versions do the same damage as the main mob? Because that could still really be really bad depending on the mob. If they have like a lot of debuffs and stuff, that still could be really painful, man. Really painful. It's so bad, Ren. You're honestly just fine. Don't you worry about it, you beauty. Don't disagree with that, Atho. I like where you're going with the splitting one. Time for one more. Okay. Okay. Let me swap over. Let me do real quick. Let me make a lead. I'll bail. Chat, do we do bear? If we do bear, I think we'll pick up a priest and then we have our system as a spell and we can do some real big pulls. Have some fun with it. I don't know what cube we'll get, but we'll hopefully get like a freehold or something. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can get like a freehold or something like that. What do you guys think? I got bear. We could do Paladin's done a key. Monk's done a key. Demon Hunter has not done a key. But I don't think this guy can really do big pulls at the moment. Hunter, I kind of just like dumb gear in the Hunter. Shaman. I'm thinking this is Druid, chat. If we do got one more, let's do bear, since that's still really good. Dark Petal, is that the character's name? Ask that the hot. What is that? Burning Crusade? Oh, it's Burning Crusade. Okay, I don't know any of the bosses in Burning Crusade at all. Dakara, what else? Hexlord Malakras has what the Burning Crusade? What raid? Are those world bosses? I don't know what those bosses. What am I looking at there? Ice again as a you. I don't know what these bosses are. I've never seen them in my life. Let's just go with that. I've never seen them in my life. What the hell? Ran, you could come on with our class you want, by the way. Or if you want to come on a character that has a freehold. I won't say no. Let me see what key I got. Halls 15. That's not what I wanted. But let me see what I got. Keys. Halls, Vortex, Halls. We'll find a freehold. How does that sound? Not all the mobs should be split, only with specific mobs. Each spec is split. Damage should probably be 65 compared to the original. Yeah, I think if they were really precise of which mobs were split, I think that could work. I do wonder, I'm think the way they look at affixes, they're a hurdle, so they'll probably make the tougher mobs the ones that will be split. But I'm not against the idea. That actually would be kind of cool. Like if not just random mobs are teaming, but specific mobs are split. I think that could work, because then at least like if they're 65% of the health of the original, they do still, it's like it's extra mob, but they have less health, so you could maybe nuke them down. So there is some viability there actually. That could work pretty well. Zulaman, honestly too fun of a raid. Zulaman, hold on. Zul Aman. I don't think it would show up in classic, will it? Yeah, it's probably like not a kata, it's just a dungeon at this point. Oh, okay, yeah. I wasn't there for Zulaman, man. I wasn't there for Zulaman. That's just something that's just an amoeba in my head. Honestly. I wish I could say more about this. Yeah. Alrighty. Wait, why is Zuljin split up in logs? That's a good question. Why is he not part of the logs? No idea. I'm gonna swap to DH. Sounds good. Check mains don't have a free hold. All good, all good. We'll just find like a free hold. Or that, or we'll see if Ren has what key Ren has, because maybe they got a free hold. Because I would like to get a key with the priest so we have massive spell, so we can really do some big pulls and just like really have some fun with it. Because I've done a lot of free holds this week. I've been in a free hold hell. I love free hold, but we've done so many of that on my Evoker. I feel like I know the route like the back of my head. You do big pulls at the very beginning, and then you do 19 hauls. Okay, we'll find like a free hold. We'll find a freebie. Wait, am I tanking or you tanking? Because if you were tanking, I could look for a free hold. If you were tanking, I could look for a free hold. Okay, I'll see if I can. Unless you want damage, you're tanking. Okay. All right. Well, just find a free hold, man. Free hold. Like a free hold that just got a single DPS. Because you could do some real pulls. There's actually not a lot of free holds that just got a single, unless they're like a 19. But I don't know if the lead does bear with 1,000 score head. So that might be a little bit more difficult of a play. Maybe like an 18, because an 18 is not that much different than a 17. Maybe 16 wouldn't really work, because they got 2 spots that we need all 4. 21, I wouldn't be able to live that. Like 19, like maybe that works. Like an 18 would work okay. And we don't have a dispel. It's alright. We'll just go no dispeller. We can't do the biggest pulls possible, but we'll have some fun either way. Like if we just focus down a single, it's not gonna work. I was gonna say, maybe if we all just focus down a single mob. Like if this guy's... Wait, is that not... Okay, no. I saw Jonai rogue and I was like, wait, is this Ren again on the rogue? No. Just looks like you're rogue, Ren. Just looks like you're rogue. Head to toe. Tail and everything. Also assassination. Also wearing the same mug. Felt like a deja vu moment. I mean, is it just me or... I feel like I'm going crazy. But I think it'll be fine. Is assassination, like if he goes like... If he just bleeds everything, right? And then just envenoms a singular mob, maybe that mob will die before everything else, and we could just go big AoE, and that guy was just gonna single target one thing at a time. So we'll always have something die ahead of time. So we'll just have like one, what is it? Like a 1 charge, or 1 stack of bursting, then 1 stack, then 1 stack, and 1 stack. I gotta change the rogue. There could only be 1. Yeah. Oh no. I mean, if you want to change the rogue, I'm fine with it. Like if you want to swap out. If you want to do that, because we don't have a dispel anyway. We have a lust, we have a B-res with me and a Casp, so we're chilling. So if you want to swap to rogue, give it a go. See if you can 1v1 him in this. I'm cool with it. Totally cool with it. It's whatever you want to play, friend. I mean, I can go to change to my rogue's race. Oh, okay. I don't want to say Draenei. I like Draenei. Draenei is unique. The self-heal ratio is actually kind of nice too, honestly. Like in some of the packs where it's just like damage taken, having a self-heal is big. Like rogues are pretty tanky as is, but you know, I feel like extra self-healing is almost never bad. Unless you just like class just like, you just have so much passive self-healing that even burning a global on the heal is not worth. You know what I mean? I feel like it's pretty good though, in more cases than not. But I'm thinking we do kind of like a big pull here in the opener. We do this guy. I think we want to do double for the next one. I think we want to double it. Just because I think we'll have a lot of fun with that. Fire Mage, Demon Hunter will be fine. It's just the big wars we gotta deal with. And as long as you guys have like a heal or a person or something for it, we can maybe do like first set of wars, maybe we can do, say burn no cooldowns here. Second pack will double. And we'll maybe do... You giving me Draconic Augment Druid? I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna be dead if I use it. Druid buff, please. Yeah, I forgot about it. His key, not our key. Can't get the thing. Here we go. You know what? I'm gonna burn Draconic Augment Druid. I'm gonna burn it. Couldn't click, sorry. I should be like dead key, go again, cry. Alright, we got everything, dude. We will be fine. We'll be fine, right? We'll be perfectly fine. I am an ethical bear. I actually press Iron Fur. A lot of the druids don't press Iron Fur, I noticed. I am an ethical bear. I press Iron Fur. Also press my Healy buttons too, whenever I can. Maybe I pressed too many Iron Furs there, but it's okay. Oh, this rogue doesn't work. Dude, assassination rogues can actually do real good damage. I feel like people don't believe in them, but they really do good numbers. Alright, I'm gonna pull these guys. I'm gonna round them around the band. Round them around real quick. I'm gonna pull the extras over there with the doggos, okay? Once they're all grouped up a little bit. Here we go. And I'm gonna pull them with one of these. And I'm gonna walk in. We're gonna wall this immediately. Get a couple of these. Be chillin'. Because I'm gonna have summon for this. That'd be great. If we could somehow pull that guy out, that'd be great too. Wanna see if I can do that. Because I got a self heal. Knock him maybe. Knock him all over Mar. Roar real quickly so he doesn't get the bomb. I got a self heal. Brutal backlash, we're mostly okay. Let's go in a decent direction. Darkness is good too. Darkness is big. That is darkness, right? I hope that is. Oh, I also should be healing us, by the way. I forgot. I forgot I'm Healy build. I completely forgot I'm the Healy build druid. I completely forgot. That's my fault. I can regrowth us. Yeah, actually, if I was regrowthing, I think it would be okay. But nobody died. It was a very efficient pull. It's just these guys are kind of annoying to deal with. But like for the most part, not too bad. Not too bad. That felt great. That felt great on my end. Hopefully it was pretty good for you too. I do gotta remember that I have like a heal with regrowth. I gotta be better at that. My meta, it's all good. It's all good. You're good, damn. But rogues, man, when they do big AoE, like if you actually pop off on a rogue and you press your cooldowns, you actually do quite a bit of damage now. We're good on mana. We're chilling. A little bit chilling. I'm gonna pop cooldowns now just so I can have them back by whenever we do ads. Oh, hold on. I can't. Oh, never mind. Oh, bad move. Bad move. I thought I had a proc. I thought I had a proc. Hopefully you'll be okay, by the way. Hopefully you'll be okay. Somebody's gonna have to... Oh, yeah. Hold on, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you here. Hold on. We can heal. We can heal. We can heal. We can heal. We're fine. We can kind of heal. Oh, God. Please don't reset. I'm hoping it doesn't reset. Okay, we're fine. Okay. We're staying here. We stay here. Right? Not overlapping with each other. I thought it was going to reset, dude. Oh, I was panicking there. Oh, man. We're fine. We're fine, right? Hopefully, maybe. Use melee just can't stack with each other like that, though. Also, what is this thing attacking him? You got an image of you? Is that one trinket from a new dungeon? It's got to be, right? Hold on, I got you heal. Just in case. These guys need to be a little more careful with this, honestly. I wish we could technically skip this next mob. I don't know if we'll be able to. So like skipping it would be kind of nice. If mage knows in Viz strats, we just chill, let him walk up, walk past. If he knows the invis strats, we could just invis skip him.
Watch your step.
I don't know if he wants to do it or not. Or we could just pull. I don't really know how we want to do it. Or Shroud? Shroud? Distract? Does he have Distract? Oh no, he got pulled out. Okay, it's fine. We'll just run him. I like the gusto, because you can distract and shroud. You just have to make sure you distract him so he does not facing into you. Otherwise, you're walking literally in front of his side cones, and he's gonna knock you out of there immediately. It's just what he does. It's just what he's gonna do.
Shockwave.
You can jump on these things? Looked like you could. Thought I did. Alright, so let's do this. We'll pull these guys. Pull this around the corner. Aurora? This is when I got the guy charging.
Watch your step.
I want to kind of pull him forward a little bit because I don't want you guys getting hit by that frontal. Because one of them does have a frontal.
Charging. Move.
Nice.
Watch your step.
Honestly, I'm just gonna kill him here because I do want to do a really big pull, but I don't know if you guys know the strats for that one. We'll do pull. We'll pull these guys. Pull these guys. Pull this guy. Normally you just gotta do double rat pack, if possible.
Run. Watch your step.
There's one guy in here, by the way, that's gonna. What's it? That has a frontal that you gotta be a little careful with. But otherwise, we're okay.
Run. Watch your step.
Big heal. I can actually walk over these, so you don't have to deal with them. I have way too many iron furs. I have so much armor. I have armor equal to my health. I don't understand why bears, by the way, don't press iron for a couple of times. You just become like twice as tanky. It's just like it actually is so good.
Target you.
A nice bit of rage spend too. We can pull all these guys too. We can pull these guys with a boss, honestly. That's also another strat, I guess. If you want to call it that.
Watch your step.
I want to wait until... Okay, apparently we're pulling them. I didn't mean to. I was not planning on doing that, by the way. I was planning on just doing some more ads.
Danger, danger.
But I guess here we are. I guess what we could do is we could let some ads then, yeah?
Change target. Run.
We heal him big.
Danger, danger. Run. Change target. Danger, danger.
Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Nothing I can do about it. Bunch to replace so boring. It is just a lot of thrashing, isn't it? I'm just thrashing, swiping, thrashing, right? So when you think about it, it is a lot of like same old, right? I like it though. Like because I remember Druid when like it wasn't all that good, but I always enjoyed Druid because of like how easy it is to get into him. And I like the extra things like using utility of like heals, like group healing and stuff on Druid. I've always enjoyed that. I like the hybrid gameplay. And I feel like when you just play a plain druid, just swipe all day, I wasn't a fan of it. But when druid go for like the armor build or like a moonfire build or like really hybrid-y stuff, I always enjoyed those more than anything, man. Those were always my favorite. Let me also do this. Let me see if I can pull these guys. And maybe even these guys too. Yeah, we'll just pull all of them. Okay, I want to make sure I don't get knocked out of the boss arena. Ah! Ah! I don't want to get knocked out of the boss arena, otherwise he resets. We're still technically in a boss fight. If any of the bosses, even the friendly one, leave, fight is reset. Never pick a drill for my team, never. You know what? Warriors are also really cool. Paladins used to be really good. Demon Hunter is also a solid alternative to him. Even like a good Brewmaster Monk could do well. But like, yeah, usually like bears don't really have that utility. They don't bring anything extra to the team. That is the disadvantage of a bear. But I always enjoyed like, I've always enjoyed just the tankiness of the spec, and I feel like there's a lot of potential for like hybrid play. But they never really give them like hybrid tools, I feel like. Or at least if they do, nobody ever really picks any crazy ones because there's just not a lot of unique stuff the bear bring. When a druid brings something, all druids bring something. You know what I mean? I guess the best way to put it. Let me heal. Because I can off heal a little bit. I want to kind of do like a no crusher pull if possible. Because we can do these set a pack and the next one and pull them together. I think we could do it. We don't have a warlock on the team, so we will be okay, hopefully. Big heal. We'll be fine. Just regroup him again. We got him. Roar? Maybe that's enough? Because I could just wall and hold my ground here for a bit. Yeah, we're just chilling. But yeah, just doesn't really bring anything like unique specifically to the table. And they haven't for like a good while. But they're usually just like tanky, like they're a sponge of damage. So you just take all that damage to the face. We're probably gonna roll, aren't we? Or no? Good gamers, no rolling. Fantastic. I probably should have picked these guys up as well. But it's okay. I'll just grab them now. I want to try to see if we can just go no big guy at all. Because you could do it without big crushers at all. No big crusher pulls whatsoever. I kind of want to take him into like that trash pack. Which I think I will want to do. Are you on mana? We are okay. Okay, we got Incarn, we got everything actually. I don't think I want to do a double. That's a double, potentially good double pull. But I don't think I want to double this. Not right now. I'll also do one of these Ursals, so if they do end up walking, they don't get to. 3 Ursals then. Big heal. And I can ward them if they start waddling. Nice, good kidney shot. Not often used ability, but very, very useful ability. Very useful. No Druid again, H5, H free stock. Yeah. Just Druid right now, it just ends up being, it's just the best pushing spec because it just lives everything, right? It's a sponge. It doesn't take damage at all. That's his biggest advantage as of this moment. Is it lives forever. It's not exactly like, this is why every tank brought something to the table. So, and we're fairly close to each other in terms of survivability, right? And then just like, it didn't matter. But that's right now why Druid is good, is because he just lives better than every other tank right now. I want to do a double. That's a lot of mobs to fight, but I think we could lust this double. Okay. Okay, we can do this. Gonna be a lot of mobs for us to deal with. Lusted, big AoE. Oh, nice. Well done, well done. Blinded Rage, we can war that. Nice. As long as the casters are dead, we'll be fine. It looks like the casters died pretty quickly. That's one of the cool big pulls you could do in this place. As long as you're like prepared for it. I got healing. We're chilling. Now we can do Ludwig and a couple of little mobs, I guess. We'll do Ludwig and a couple of little mobs. I want to see if I can pull the littles. Because we don't really need a lot of percent. But like, these guys are easy percent. The easiest percent ever. We do this guy too. Look at RAO then. But it was a druid, about 20, only druids. There is other classes, but like, it is a lot of druids. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm not gonna disagree. No, you're right. No, it's a lot of druids, but there are other classes too. Other classes do get to play, like Demon Hunter does pretty well. Brewmaster could do pretty well. Oh, yeah, might be a bit res angle, honestly. But like, they can do okay. It's just like, Bear just lives a lot of the higher keys. I do wish the meta would change though. I'm not gonna deny it, chat. Like Bear druids, I feel like only now people find them boring. But like, just look at a patch ago when nobody played Bear, when they were just warriors and protection paladins. People were like, justice for bears. And now the bears like actually played. Oh no, man, I hate having bears in my group. They're everywhere now. I feel like the WoW community never remembers when a class is downtime. They only complain about like what the current meta is. That being said, I do want a meta change. Like I like druids being good. I just don't want it to be like the only tank spec. You know what I mean? I want brewmasters to be playable. I want demon hunters to be playable. I want warriors to return, man. You know what I mean? I want those to return. One druid. It is a lot of brew. Like, don't get me wrong. When you push for damage and you're optimizing, like hyper optimizing, like rogues are becoming back into limelight. You also have demon hunters too. Like, there are classes that are starting to get like a little bit more play. Bear, what is it? The druid as well. Yeah. But is that back in BFA? Is that what those numbers are? Or is that current? Yard. Oh, that's back in BFA, isn't it? Yeah. So, speaking about BFA. Oh, BFA. Okay. There wasn't a lot of like bears back in BFA though. It was a lot of warriors, if you don't remember. Okay, it depends on the season. Because there was a season where it was just protection warrior, triple outlaw, rusted druid. To be fair. Yeah, if you're talking about BFA, that's a different story then. But were you there? But were you there for the triple outlaw BFA? Proud warrior, triple outlaw. This BFA. This BFA things. I'm messing up a trinket, aren't I? Yeah, I'm not gonna get any value. So let's do this. We'll just walk him out. We'll waddle him. Yeah, we're just gonna go far, just so the castles can actually like do the thing. Last two seasons were a little called bear seasons. Oh, BFA? Because I remember SL had a pretty big bear representation. Was BFA bear season? I know the Prot Warrior was really strong for a good bit. Brewmaster was kind of like tanky, but didn't really do the damage. I know Blood DK was really good at the end of SL. Was it really last two seasons was bear seasons in BFA? Is that real? I mean, I don't remember. Honestly, I'm trying to remember like what classes were good. I think like everything was played back then though, wasn't it? People played Arcane Mage, people played Warlocks, people played Casters, people played less Rogues because you didn't really need a Rogue as much because of the affixes, especially the last one. Yeah, I just don't remember, I guess. It's been a good bit. So we should have a lot of percent. Oh, we don't even need to shroud that, honestly. Not really. So we got a lot of percent. I guess we could do the big pull. Back up. We don't want to pull that. We don't want that. Don't want that, boy. All good. All good. SL last season was dominated by Blood DK. Yeah, SL last season I do remember. BFA last two seasons I don't really remember that well. Oh, look at these little ship rats. I didn't realize they're just like follow each other all over the place. I didn't even notice them. Little trio just kind of cruising along. No, you're good to go, my guy. Honestly, not a bad shroud. All right, we're gonna pull everything here. Wish we had Lust, but we're just gonna have to go without it. Lust or bust. We got healing though. We do have berry healing. I am pressing my healing buttons. I also press a lot of my Iron for buttons. I press that pretty regularly. Okay, I got zapped and a melee. Maybe Iron for button was not pressed that day. Hold on a second. Maybe we can keep it going. Maybe we can keep the pool rolling. Hold on a second. If you back up, we can still take it. Was that the oil blade? Did we reset? Okay, I didn't want him to reset. I was hoping maybe he would just keep it going. Never mind then. So that might have been me not with Iron Fur there, was it? So we had Bark Skin, Brambles was still on. Lightning Bolt. I think it's the double Lightning Bolt because I got hit by 200k, 300k. Yeah, I think it was double Lightning Bolt. Question is, did I have anything for it? It looks like maybe a Bark Skin, maybe Rage the Sleeper. So maybe I could have lived that. Alright, we'll just do it without it. I do want to get this guy though. I probably should have maybe waited until Incarn. Maybe that was the play. We just wait until Incarn is up. Probably should have been kicking the ads. Because it should have, probably would have had a kick.
Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Incorrect.
I was trying to see if I could get CC going, but maybe I should have been super more defensive. Trying to set up a knockback. You're fine. Oh, you lay it heads too. I was just trying to hit you with a regrowth. All good though, all good. As long as you're safe. That's all that matters.
Watch your step.
Okay, that was much better. I played that a little slower, but I think that's what we needed to. SL, yeah, last season was dominated by Blood DK. I don't really remember BFA last few seasons at all. Like, I'm trying to remember them, but I can't. I'm trying so hard to remember them, but I cannot. Really worried about this guy with his Thunder Squall. We could deal with that. Also do this and knock. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't get hit by his cast when possible. As this guy started whittling down to like last few mobs, I think we just pulled the boss. If no SL, it was Dominable Blood DK. Was it really end of SL3? I know the last season was okay. Season 3, yeah, season 3, because basically season 3 and 2 were the same. Like they tried to nerf the tier set. No, Bears were pretty good for a bit, weren't they? Warriors also got a lot better. I think it was Bear for a good bit, wasn't it? And then it was Blood DK solidified by the end of it all. Because season 3 and season 4 were basically like same season, honestly. Basically same season. I feel like my incarnation round really kind of desync here, this whole dungeon, but it's okay. For the most part, we're good. Bears until a certain level. It wasn't until a certain level, it was until Bears got destroyed with a tier set. It wasn't even a level of a dungeon thing. Bears were really good for AoE, and then they nuked the tier set. It used to be like every time you bark, you got your Berserk, and you got like Berserk a lot, and you think of random procs of Berserk too, or something along those lines. Oh no, you would go Venthier, so it would like extend your Berserk, I think. But it wasn't really like, it was only like after they got nuked. But Bears were really good up until that nukage. Once the tier set got nuked, that's what was really bad. And then Blood DK kind of took over because they had the tier set, they just let them live, and also they could do the same damage. Not more damage. Good stun. I don't know if he can poly or not. He hit him? Oh no. Hold on a second. He's just gonna face tank it. Hold on, I got you. I feel like my keybinds are better, could be a little bit better. What do you use Blader, the default one? Why don't you use Blader? I try to keep my add-ons light, and I just like don't really use add-ons unless I feel like I need them. So I never really felt like I needed Blader. But do you think Blader would be better? Or you just prefer Blader? Because a lot of people just have preference, like they just don't like the base UI of Blizz. And it's just like comes down to just like, I'm not a big fan of it. And it's just something you're more like personally enjoy. Because there's like actual like benefits to Blader. I'm not against using it, but I just haven't really like. A lot of people do recommend me add-ons, but it's only because like they're used to it. Like, oh, I like that add-on, and I prefer seeing it. And it's like, okay, cool. It's just not my preference. I don't mind the Blizzard base UI, I guess. I do also like to run light though if I can. I probably should have won the other way. Doesn't even matter. Thanks for the keys, boys. Why'd I have deaths in there? I was looking at my deaths earlier. Good damage all around though. I feel like my bear could have been a little bit more aggressive, but I feel like we just kind of limited on the pulls we could do. Also, that death was bad for me, man. That was my bad. I should have had Incarn for that one or something. Vladika also got buffed. No, he got buffed, yes, but no, he got nerfed a couple of... He had to get buffed multiple times, and then they started nerfing it, but it still wouldn't go anywhere. People remember like, oh, he got buffed and got gavel, but it's like, you don't remember the nerfs. They tried to knock him down off the top of the pillar. They tried. It was one of those things where a class got good, and then too good, and then they were like, all right, let's start nerfing it. Bears, they really just like shattered their ankles. They couldn't walk anymore. They were knocked off the top. Thank you, by the way, Basic. Appreciate you for healing. I appreciate it. And then Blood DK, they also like, okay, we shattered the bear's ankles. We want to hit him with a bat. The bear, Blood DK, want to hit him with a bat as well, but we probably should do like softer. And they went softer. And Blood DK didn't go anywhere. And I feel like there's something to do with this bear druid, right? They tried to nerf him a little bit, but it wasn't enough. It was a soft bat. They haven't really shattered anyone's ankles in a while with a good nerf bat. Thank you for the key group. I appreciate you for joining me as well, Ren. Thank you for joining. It gives you another spellbook page and it shows you all the spells and abilities. What you level them? Wait, what? Now, you ever decide to level in Classic, download What's Training. Gives you another spellbook of pages, shows you what spells and abilities, and what level you get them and price. Oh, it can be useful, but like... I guess it could be useful, like, if you knew. But a lot of the times, like, there are some spells you'll get, but then you'll just get a higher ranks of spells. I think this is good. I feel like higher ranks for melee classes doesn't feel as satisfying as it does for casters. Because in Classic specifically, compared to TBC and Wrath, where a new rank of spell was just more efficient, where at Classic, lower ranks could have more efficiency depending on the encounter. Like, it would go, like, rank 5, well, max rank like lightning bolts in the opener, and then we just clock down to like a rank 5, so you just didn't run out of mana and stuff, or whatever it was. I don't remember my ranks. I think it was up to 7 because it followed like D&D stuff for a good bit, but D&D also had like what, level 20 spells and stuff. It was really weird. Really gets out of control, really gets out of hand. You can go to level 10 as a hunter without training anything because of how powerful auto shot jumping is. Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't really necessarily need anything. It's just mostly melee attacks. But like hunters, you don't even get like, I was gonna say like aspect of the eagle, but you don't really get that until like later, don't you? I know you start with aspect of the monkey early on. I don't remember when you get aspect of the eagle, but like I know hunter's monkey is really good. I know serpent sting is good. Concussive shot is also really good too, but it also spends ammo. That's another thing. Maybe I should play a hunter for Classic whenever I do play Classic hardcore, because like ammo management and stuff could be kind of annoying, but also fun at the same time. Like a nice little uniqueness. Because I always thought like, you know, managing a pet and pet's happiness and all that, it becomes like very like automatic after a while, and very like you don't have to worry about it for the most part. But like the early levels of like Classic, that's really interesting because it's like, wow, it's a unique mechanic that you actually have to like manage. But I don't know. Because I feel like that novelty after a while does kind of like wear out or whatever. Like as a rogue, the first time you make it poisons or whatever, it's cool. But then it's like you just gotta make sure you come back to the vendor and you just get all the poisons you need. And I guess you can make them more like, you either get like, I forget, you either get like vials and then the poison you, or the flower you need or plant you need to make the poisons, or you can just buy the poisons themselves like wholesale. I don't remember. Don't you buy the poisons wholesale at certain level? You just talk to the vendors and just get what you need. Less so confusing, more so annoying. Wrapping your head around the pet training stuff in Classic confused me to this day. you don't really have to do much. You just got to make sure they eat good food, the right food for them, and you can usually go like visit your not auction house, but like your local vendors, and they have like really inexpensive food. Like you just need to get the right type, like fish, meat, stuff like that, and like just maintain your pet, and then you have like your own talent tree, I believe, unless that was added later. But like for the most part, as long as you keep them happy, like you're chilling. And as long as you get a decent pet, usually like tanky pets, like those are the ones that have better survivability. Because your pets do level like at a different level, but like it's not bad at all. At least I don't remember that being super bad. Because I did play like what, before like Classic was a thing, servers, those private realms or whatever, right? Who didn't play those? Definitely not me, if Blizzard's watching. But like, if I did, there would have been like maybe like a level 17 to 23 Tauren Hunter. Somewhere out there, Mulgore, not Mulgore, but like past that. That would have been leveling to this day. You know what I mean? But like the early levels just is not super bad. I don't know if it gets like more complex by the higher levels, but if it's anything like rogues when it comes to like poisons, it just becomes like even more straightforward the higher level you get. To tame different pets and get new ranks with certain abilities, and I have to use them ability X amount as you have to kill mobs in the level. I mean, again, like if it's anything like rogue poisons, I think I had a pretty good, would have had, if this Tauren would have existed, he probably would have had a pretty good grasp of like early pet leveling, and it only gets easier from there. But maybe it gets like super complicated, like at level 30, just it blows up and it's just like, wow, this is actually super complex. I don't remember it being there. That Tauren Hunter wouldn't have remembered it being at lower levels. Let's just go with that. I don't know. Does Blizzard like go reverse like TOS stuff? Oh, you played private realms way back in the day. Dude, I'm a Boy Scout. I want to be a good boy in Blizzard's graces. I actually was a Boy Scout. That's fun. You can get new rank of Wolf AP, increase low block expire. Yeah, so you can get better pets, right? You can get like a higher, better versions of the pets, and like it was really important back in Classic. But like that only accounts for like when it comes to the end game, right? That only when it comes to like, okay, you hit max level 60. Okay, let me get like a really good version of the pet. You go to a lower level, you get that pet. You go having to grind the pet through like some of the mobs of a similar level, all that, whatever. But like it really doesn't. You don't really think about it, and doesn't really like you don't really encounter that kind of like training part while you're leveling, because the pet levels with you. It's like it I don't remember that being like super complex. But like if you mean like once you get to max level, then it's like, well, probably, but I just never really hit that max level. Again, like sometimes Jake, you just hit me with like, yeah, but what if you do this thing? I'm like, well, I remember leveling through Classic. But like if you're talking about like end game stuff, they're going back to like a lower level pet so then you can grind it up all the way. I'm like, I would have no idea. I would have no clue. So like some parts, you're gonna have to like give me context. Arthur, I think, does a really good job, right? He knows like, okay, he knows this thing or doesn't know this thing. Let me give you context. Here's what I mean. And sometimes I'm just like, oh, I guess like leveling a pet, I don't remember that being a problem. Oh, okay, max level, going back to get a lower level pet because I have this unique ability, and then you have to rank him up all the way. Okay, in that context, yeah, I have no idea. I have no clue. Because I'm just like, oh, that doesn't sound that difficult. But I have no idea, dude. I have no clue. I don't know. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like when there's things I don't know, I don't know. When there's things I don't know, I just don't know. Watching from Romania. What's up, Pin? How you doing, my man? What's up, Leslie? Hope you have a good one. Hey, bro, what's the patch? 10.2. It should be on PTR. Hopefully around the same time that 10.17 comes out. In fact, we might actually have like a release date for 10.2. Let me hop on PTR real quickly. Now, we don't have like a confirmed release date. We don't really get that until Blizzard reveals one. But we did have a patch 10.07 that did this whole thing of like time walking event called Turbulent Timeways, right? So it was like, oh, we're just gonna have back-to-back time walking weeks for the time walking events for the next few weeks. You know, time walking, like when you just can queue up for a dungeon or whatever. Do I have like a max level character? I guess this guy, that'll work. Dal Outlawed. But so Turbulent Timeways was an event that was actually introduced back in 10.07 with the Reach area. It was like a big catch-up patch before 10.1, right? Get your character to Reach, go grind a bunch of gear. Here's a Turbulent Timeways where you have time walking weeks all back to back in a row. During that time, you get like I guess more experience since time walking weeks are up. And you also get like, for doing 4 time walking dungeons that week, you also get a heroic item from the current raid, which is Vault of the Incarnate. So again, like heroic trinkets or last boss or Azageth weapon or like the bow. That was pretty big. A lot of people did that. It was like nice catch up. And by the end of the turbulent time was in 1007 is when we got 10.1, right? So if we do the same thing, if we follow the same, God, I love Borealis and the way it looks so good. I probably should have played Alliance back in BFA, man. I think I would have enjoyed this view better than Zandalar, Zuldazar. Oh, this is so nice. Honestly, the boat-shaped like houses. That's actually so awesome. I'm a big fan. All right, so we got also Turbulent Timeways gonna be appearing for 10.17. It looks like Turbulent Timeways will be starting. When is it starting actually? End of September? Yeah, so it looks like the calendar on PTR isn't anything to go off of, by the way. It is limited, right? It is just there, but it could be a placeholder and maybe they'll have it at a different date. But it looks like 10.17 will be launching on the 5th. We'll have the time walking event for Wrath of Lich King then. And then a couple of weeks after, we'll have the Turbulent Timeways back up. Now, in 10.07, Turbulent Timeways ended the same time that 10.15 or 10.1 began. So we have a Turbulent Timeways again for like that catch up or whatever. So I guess the idea is like, well, when Turbulent Timeways ends, which looks like it ends on 31st of October, that's probably when we'll get 10.2, possibly, unless it's all placeholder dates. But it looks like it does end on, at least on PTR, on 31st. So it'll be about like 2 months after patch 10.17 launches is when we'll get 10.2, which lines up pretty well when it comes to like patch dates. So it looks like October 31st, maybe like basically 1st of November is when this patch will be out. Around that time, like BlizzCon should be happening around that time too, I believe. And then around that time, it looks like we'll have the anniversary and probably another expansion announcement, which that seems to be what is basically happening. They'll be doing what looks like an expansion announcement because there's some already PTR. It's not like completely revealed stuff, but it's like data mine achievements that are still mostly encrypted, but not fully. The achievements are, they have to do with Tender, right? We don't really have the names of the achievements fully, but we do know it's called like, here we go, Hidden Base 11.0 Tender. That's all we know what's called. It literally has a patch name 11.0. So like, it's an achievement for purchase and expansion, and the reward is DNT, but it does give us 500 Tender. Hold on, could they even have the achievements here maybe? Hold on, maybe I have it right now. 11.0 Tender Base. Doesn't really have a name, does it? Rewarded for base. Hidden. Hold on, maybe I could do hidden. No, it doesn't really give me that, does it? Because some of these patches do have like a broken names. Is it maybe like a feats of strength? Promotional thing? No. Features? No. Legacy? No. So it has to be like a... No, events wouldn't show up either. For a little bit though, they did have some weird achievements in here. They were like, it was like hidden. It was achievement, a lot of achievements called hidden. So it's one of the, it's kind of, it gives you a little bit of like details of how the game functions. But like back in Legion, right? As you farmed AP, you farmed artifact power to boost up your artifact weapon. And every so many weeks, you actually get bonuses to artifact weapon farming. So farming AP was easier. At some point, they started catch up for AP. And it was just like a hidden buff on your character that just increased the amount of AP you would get, right? So it turns out a lot of those achievements, there was hidden achievements in your character that I saw that were kind of like controlling how much AP each character had. And it looks like there's a lot of hidden achievements. That's how they do like all those like global stuff. Like, you know how you get your global buff for, I don't know what's it called, the Catalyst? Probably they do it through character achievements because it's like an account-wide achievement that's given to each character, to each account, and that's usually how it tracks it. Which seems like kind of like a backwards way of kind of just doing it. Why don't you just do it like on a server, just like keeps account, but it's like, seems like that's the easy way of going about it. The game is spaghetti code, so that's probably how they like don't break a lot of stuff, is doing through achievements. But it's a lot of hidden achievements, and they have those hidden achievements for base tender thing. Now tenders, buying tenders, that's what it looked like at first, but it seems that it's the rewards of tender for getting a base something, or a heroic something, or an epic something, or upgrading to a or epic something. Base edition of something, heroic edition, epic edition. Unless it's selling gear on the store, it looks like it's expansions, and that's something they've done before, like a base edition, heroic edition, which usually includes a character boost, and then epic edition, which is like extra goodies, but it's usually more expensive. Yeah, so it looks like they're probably gonna announce the expansion this November during BlizzCon, and they're probably gonna do some patch 10.2 stuff that's probably gonna come out slightly before that. Could have been interesting. Welcome. What's up, Rob? How you doing, my man? I love this place. It's so good. I had the joy of not having to take an entire flight path. Yeah, that was the worst, man. I literally just like, I made sure to stock up on Goblin Gliders just so I can have a flight from top of the Zulazar all the way down to the docks. That was annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was cool, like the scale was great, but they literally made Zulazar, I feel like they almost wanted to have that place to be a raid first primarily, and then we're going scale, not functionality. Borealis was made for functionality. Even the raid for Borealis, they never really had a raid, we had a dungeon, right? But they basically just took like the environment, and like a lot of it was just like where players don't really hang out in, right? And just like it's a long path, which worked out for a dungeon, but also for city, it just was functionally better than Zulazar. Like Zulazar worked, and like maybe if you like the scale of it, it was good scale. Like it was massive pyramid. You know, you shouldn't be able to get up a pyramid super easily, right? You're supposed to take a bunch of steps. But like functionally, like just to get to like your mission table, it was a flight path. Like you have to log on, and then you have to AFK on a flight path for like a minute 20 or something, or a minute 40 seconds, and they have to run over there. It wasn't great. Oh man, yeah. So it looks like they're going to be announcing the expansion very soon. It looks like the release date for that is probably going to be on the 31st, by the looks of it, with the what is it, the Turbulent Timeways holiday that's or event that's coming out, which is going to be really good. I mean, it also will give us like a raid tier, looks like in November and early December. That means everybody can have their holidays. Like all the raiders complain about, man, we're raiding the tier really early or really late, and like it won't be fun to like raid and skip the holidays. So it looks like November, maybe like middle December is when the tier should hopefully be over by then. And if they keep the same cadence of like difficulty of tiers, like if it's going to be about like what we've had Vault, which was fairly quick, Vault and Incarnates, and then we also had Abras, which was also fairly quick, nothing super fast like Sanctum, but a lot faster than like Sofo. Sofo just broke people in multiple ways, man. Mentally, physically, spiritually, probably was the worst one. People's spirits were broken by the end of that tier. I also don't think it'll help because all the mobs in that tier like all have like this weird metallic machine sound to it, and I feel like that just when you listen to that so many times in your ears, like it does something to people. I feel like that tier was just weird. But yeah, it looks like a bunch of announcements going to be happening October, September, hopefully. And with this hidden PTR, we'll probably see 10.2 on the PTR. With 10.17 hitting on the 5th, we'll probably see PTR either the same day or the next day. Hopefully not a couple of weeks after. Hopefully they'll do early, man. The earlier the better. Makes Halanges noises. Yeah, those are harmonious Halanges noises. Like it was all very samey, right? The Giro, those little like things that did chimes and stuff, and all the mobs. Like it wasn't a bad noise. Like it was very different to the rest of Shadowlands. It was like very like astral, very like cosmic, which was neat. But I feel like I just listened to those noises after a long enough while. It's just a weird noise that you listen to over and over and over, right? It's just like I feel like it grinds. Yeah, I'd rather hear like a voice line. I mean, a voice line could totally do the same, but it's just like one is just an angry toaster noises, and the other is like a villain spouting monologues at you, you know? It's just different. But yeah. So we'll most likely have like a release date for 10.2, or yeah, 10.2. We're probably get an expansion announcement. It looks like they're ready for 11.0. But you know what? This is really good because I remember the days of like Shadowlands where it was like, we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna be the next expansion. We don't really know what's gonna be announced. We have no idea, right? Even BFA cadence felt like a little bit slower. But this one has a pretty fast cadence, and I feel like they're ready for the next patch. It looks like 11.7, no, not 11.7, 10.1.7 is going to be a smaller update, but I'm hoping they're cooking something big for 10.2 and beyond. You know? We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited. All right, boys, keys done for the week. I'm probably going to get invited for more keys later tonight. I don't even know if I want to do them, man. I feel like I'm keyed out this week. I am literally just spiritually exhausted. Not even like physically exhausted, but I haven't really been getting much sleep. Mentally, I'm a little like iffy. Spiritually, I feel like I've been doing too many free holds. So I'm gonna call it for the night. I don't even know if I'll be raiding tonight. I might just work on a video and chill and play more Baldur's Gate and eat some food and all that. Chat, tomorrow, big Vault day. Lots of good stuff. Hopefully we'll get some decent upgrades. Hopefully for the cloak from Sarkarat for the rogue. Maybe Tusk blesses us from the Great Vault as well. We'll see what Evoker gets because he should get some fat loot. But yeah, thank you all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you boys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Yeah, I was gonna say like next time, but it's actually tomorrow. Alrighty, boys. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much for watching. Hope all of you enjoyed. I'll see all of you so soon. Peace.
When forever finally ends, all the promises are broken. No more fights to pick up the pieces. I left you with the parts of me I don't want to see you again.
monster inside of me. You better watch out if you ignite me. The road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day.